What is happening? Double entendre, and gonna get a little bit more controversial at this point. I don't even think you need to. It's kind of out in the open, to be honest. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but who knows? Anyways, Joe Biden uh, met with heads of several companies, the CEOs, to talk about vaccines. Right, the one where he himself says that if you get the vaccine, you won't get COVID. I don't know about you, but I think apparently it doesn't stop transmission, and people seem to have gotten it. And one of them was Kaiser Permanente, which is a hospital. Right. And they also came out with a statement, literally the same day. And this is not too long ago when this company also announced that it was going to require all its employees to get vaccinated. It's also encouraging other healthcare providers to do the same thing. I certainly hope other ones aren't going to push that down on people, but who knows, right? It feels like healthcare system is completely compromised and just has a ton of conflict of interest, obviously with this shit. You know, it's they even announced that they're proud that President Joe Biden has shared the importance of our steps to fully vaccinate our workforce against COVID-19. And, the whole time last year, when the pandemic, if you like to call it that, started last year, there was all of the, well, I'm going to say all, but pretty good amount, almost most of the healthcare industry, the doctors and the nurses, all kind of pushed the same talking points. I mean, there was like no differing ideas, at least not not ones where certain people were allowing, if you get what I mean, right? Um, and they just keep on wanting you to hear the same exact things, and then like, it's just, to me, it's such a it really holds no power, especially when you have a apparatus that coerces people to do things, otherwise consequences, and already implement it without first discussing it. Because any sane, rational, you know, few people who have differing ideas, well, at least hash it out first. And even then, why does everyone have to do the same exact thing? It's kind of Borg, robotic. I don't know. That's just me, right? Like who? Nobody knows anything. I mean, they call it the novel thing, right? So nobody knows anything about it. Like, how can you implement things that you have nothing or you have no clue about? I mean, I guess I can also see how people like to buy into the fact, like, oh, it's because we don't know anything about it. We better do something. I'm like, says who? Like, why is doing something in certain, for certain areas important, and you can't talk the opposite direction about it? But then when it comes time for something else, um, and you want it to be done, and then they'll go the opposite way. It just seems like there's no consistency with any of this stuff. So wouldn't it be best with all the differing things to where people just kind of take the responsibility to themselves? I don't know. That's just me. Self responsibility, taking your own risk. Who knows? These are things that we may never actually understand anymore, or may never be taught. But hopefully, it's not lost. Okay, because um, this argument that people always talk about, were they always wanted you to cover yourself, silence yourself basically, with a diaper, and you have to stay 6 feet away and all that type of stuff. It's all been said by all the healthcare professionals, and it's like, I guess they were paid to do it. Maybe. I mean, isn't this like kind of saying that they're selling out? It sounds like it to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping, but if the whole time that those doctors were saying, "Oh, we don't want to make this political," well, it seems like you're absolutely making it political at this point, because this is just clearly bending the knee to a particular person. I don't care who it was. I don't really care if it was if what's his face want. It's bending the knee to the state, and that's the thing I have a problem with, right? And all for what? Well, let's just see. Today, 9 hours ago, I guess, someone today, San Francisco to require vaccine proof at indoor venues. I mean, is it really that insane to kind of see that this was all kind of planned in a sort of way? I don't know. I can't figure out the right words I'm going to say, but it just seems way too convenient that all this stuff just happened in this last particular month. And I guess it was also kind of planned to let people out for a few months, just kind of get them used to it, so they can create another mass hysteria, where they'll trying to blame some other people about how, oh my god, they're ruining it, so we now need to enforce this bullshit. And just seems way too convenient. I hope I'm not the only person that sees it this way, where it's just kind of blatant, you know. But this is pretty out there. It's just there's no longer any kind of like hinting at things. It's just all the quiet parts are kind of said out loud nowadays. Uh, I don't know. This to me is just insane, and I don't even know what to say about this. I really hope this whole thing fails. Like, I would. A part of me is hoping that people like money more than they like safety, quote unquote. I'm not sure if it's safe or not. I'm not going to tell you whether it's safe or not. So that's just my opinion. I'm just going to put quote unquote. Right. I'm hoping they like it more than having proof, or there's a part of me that's really, really like hoping, because the type of stuff they're pulling off is such a failed economic policy that hopefully not all of them, some of the good businesses stay. Maybe they don't maybe they don't follow it. Those are probably the cool ones from the start. But hopefully the ones that are really into it and just really bought into it without even being coerced into doing it, and they're just doing it on their own terms simply because the idea was floated, and then I guess they don't want any trouble from who else, the same people that they support the state, right? Where they lose so much customers and their profits are fucking insufferable, and it just completely crash and burn, and finally fucking realize how dumb this bullshit idea is. Maybe that's what we need. Just fucking businesses failing for exactly this bullshit here. That would be such a what is that word that I'm looking for? Such irony at the end of all of it, where maybe the free market is the way to go by and solve things, and not this type of kind of economic policies. I'm pretty sure those who know what it is will know what I'm trying to say, but I'd rather not say it just because, I might get labeled as an enemy of some sort. I forget if I can find it's fascism. That's basically what it is. It's fucking fascism. Okay, you thought I wasn't gonna say it. I'm fucking saying it. Anyways, have a great night. Hit that subscribe button. It'd be great. I love you. Peace.